UFC Fight Night, Bautista versus Oliveira. Let's get right into it. My pick record this year, it's 15-9 so far. Overall pick record's 450 to 268 losses. Right. So we got Claudia, we got Priscilla. Claudia, she's 1-1, trains the American top team. She has good striking, good movement. She's gonna use lots of feints. If she does go for some takedowns, it's gonna be a body lock. Then she's gonna try to drag you to the ground. But she isn't the best wrestler. She got dominated on the ground by Melissa Mullins. Priscilla, 5-7 in the UFC. She's light on her feet. She's a brawler, but she has horrible striking defense. You can land at least 5 to 7 shots, and then she's gonna land about 3 shots. She's a get finished or get a finished type of fighter. So I do have Priscilla winning this fight. I don't think Claudia is that good. She is good for the UFC's women's division, but I just don't think she's going to win this. I think she's going to get knocked out here. Gafarov, Jakub. Gafarov's 2-2 in the UFC. Trains at Syndicate MMA. Solid gym. He has good striking, very good wrestling, good takedown defense. There was issues with his cardio about 2 fights ago, but in his last fight he showed his cardio has improved. He did just whoop Nakamura. I think it was like 2 rounds, 3 rounds he beat him by. But overall he showed Nakamura wasn't that good on the feet. Very solid fighter. He throws with lots of power. He kept landing big overhands against Nakamura. Nakamura just didn't want to shoot a takedown, or when he did, Gafarov was ready and just defended it very easily. Jakub, he's coming off a win against Patchy. I don't think he won that fight. I do think he lost that fight. There's no physical way he won that fight. Did get out wrestled by Patchy though. He's a BJJ nerd, so getting out wrestled and out grappled where you are best at, it's a little worrying, but his striking is pretty shit. He has some nasty guillotines. He loves the body shots when he is striking, but his striking just isn't that good. He does slow down when there is wrestling involved in the fights. He is managed by Joanna Jacek, and he also trains with her. I just don't think he's that good, though. I think they should have built him up a little more before giving him Gafarov, because I think Gafarov is going to piece him up on the feet. He's going to stuff the takedowns, and he's overall just going to win a decision here, as long as he doesn't shoot a takedown himself. If he shoots a takedown himself, Jakub's going to snatch up his neck and submit him. She's a high-level technical kickboxer. She did beat Valentina Shevchenko in a kickboxing fight. She's a very good striker. She has solid power, very strong leg kicks. She's going to look to do damage to the body, your legs, just overall slowly beat you down. But she has stuff to takedowns in this fight. Mura, 3-1 in the UFC. She did lose to Denise Gomez. I did not watch that fight. I haven't watched that fight at all. I don't know anything that happened in that fight, so we'll move on from that. She either gets the takedowns or she loses the fight pretty much. She's a very good wrestler. She throws her strikes with power, but if she only uses her strikes to get the takedowns, her takedowns are very predictable because she's just going to throw a big right overhand or a left overhand, miss it maybe even land, and then go right for a takedown. I think her wider stance here is going to bite her in the ass. She's just going to get leg kicked. Kong's going to take advantage of it and just beat up her leg. So I got Kong by decision here. Short notice Yanni versus Yavid Asharat. I was going to go with Saeed before he pulled out because I just thought he was going to be able to be better on the feet and just a better wrestler. But I am kind of a Basharat hater. I don't think he's that good. I think he's all hype. But in this fight, he should have an easy win against Yanni. Yanni's good, but he's a patient counter striker. So I think Yavid will be able to keep his distance and piece him up. Maybe even get a takedown on him and then just secure the rounds that way. But a little worrying thing here for Javid is as the fight goes on, Yanni gets more comfortable. He might even try to come out and try to go for a KO. So he could go for a KO. If he sees the Ricky Simon win against Yavid, he might try the same approach, just load up on a shot and try to find his chin. Brazil, Souza. I am a Fighting Nerds supporter, so it's a little bit of a biasness here. Brazil is 3-3 in the UFC. She's a good technical striker. She has solid takedown defense, but she can be controlled against the fence. Her distance management is pretty good. She picks her shots very well, but she is a point decision fighter, so she does have a very boring style. Souza, she's patient. She is a technical striker as well. Throws with power. but she is a slow starter. She usually drops round 1. She's a solid fighter, but she's just nothing special. I think she is very beatable. I wouldn't put money on her in this fight as a favorite. I would put money on the fight goes the distance, or even on Brazil as an underdog, just because I think she's plus 200 or something, or if you take Brazil by decision, that's plus 200. So I think I'll play that, but I do have Bruno Brazil by decision here. Morono Donchenko. Morono, very, very good fighter. He's 13-9 in the UFC. Very good BJJ black belt. He doesn't really use his BJJ as much or his wrestling. He likes to strike. He likes to put on a performance. He's a solid striker. He will have a little kickboxing fight with you, but he is one of the best BJJ guys in the UFC. He just doesn't use it. I wish he did use it more because he would be getting finishes very often. He would probably be getting the submission bonus every fight. Daniil, he's 1-0 in the UFC. He is coming off a win in the Ultimate Fighter. He's using vicious elbows. His striking is very good, but he has bad defense. He fights like he wants to kill you. His head movement's solid. He's going to look for a finish, but he can be taken down. He can be controlled there a little bit. And I think if Morono actually uses his wrestling and his BJJ, he can get him down. Maybe even get a submission. But the easy pick here would be Daniil by KO, just because Morono did just get whooped by Carlos Leo. So the pick is Daniil by KO round 1, but I'm not opposed if anybody picks Morono, because Morono could pull off a huge upset here. Dustin Jacoby, Julius Walker. This is kind of biasness, but the pick is Jacoby. He's just all around better. His KO power is better. He has really good striking, good wrestling. I think he has an easy win here. Julius Walker sucks, in my opinion. He looked really good coming in the UFC. He fought Rafael his last fight, who is 0-4 in the UFC. He's been finished 3 times just because Julius Walker couldn't get him out of there. He was getting pieced up by Rafael too. He got caught with 2 very good shots, and then Julius Walker decided to wrestle him for the whole fight because he was so scared of getting knocked out. I just think his striking is below par. Like, he shouldn't even really be in the UFC at this point. If you take Rafael to decision, in my opinion, you should be cut. You're not a good prospect if you're taking Rafael, a guy who's very finishable, to decision, because you don't want to strike with him and you got caught twice by him. Matsumoto, the good Basharat brother. Farid, he's 5-0 in the UFC. He's way better striking than his brother, better wrestling. He mixes it up way better. And overall, he's the actual solid prospect out of the 2. I do think he does have a lot of hype around him. I don't really believe into the hype too much. He should win this fight pretty easily, but Matsumoto is a dog. His striking's okay. I have Matsumoto winning, even though I said Basharat should win this fight. Matsumoto, I think his cardio is good enough to where he can just really put it on Basharat either in round 2 or round 3. He's just going to really just keep coming at him. And then Basharat, even like in the Gutierrez fight, he kind of shit himself when Gutierrez just put it on him for the last 30 seconds. He didn't really know what to do. So if Matsumoto does the same thing as Chris did in the last fight, I think he will get Basharat out of there maybe. Maybe even just win a good decision. But it definitely will be a very close fight. The easy pick here is Farid, but I'm going to go Matsumoto. I think the upset will happen in this fight. Alright, Olejniczuk, Barriou, 6-9 in the UFC. He has solid striking, sneaky power. He is a good wrestler. That's why his nickname is the Power Bar. He had a good start of his UFC career. Then he just fell behind. I just don't think he's that good anymore. He doesn't have the best chin. He got knocked out twice, and then he lost to Shara, which was a very close fight. But Shara, in my opinion, is just not that good. He has good striking, but that's about it. Olejniczuk, 9-7 in the UFC. Since training with the Fighting Nerds, he does look a lot better. He's patient. He's going to pick his shots and then land a sneaky power shot in there and get the KO. He's never been KO'd in the UFC. Only loss was by sub and a decision. So I'm going to pick Olejniczuk because I think this fight will be striking. Once he gets Barriou backing up, he's already won by KO in my opinion, because once Chuck's opponents start backing up, he's going to find that KO. It's only a matter of time. This fight, I wouldn't say it's 50-50. I'd say it's 60-40. It all comes down to defending Almeida's takedowns. Almeida, very high-level BJJ guy. He has good wrestling. Even if he's tired, he's still going to get the takedowns. His striking is very mid, though. I do think Almeida will win this fight. I don't think Kunyev is that good. He did go 3 rounds with Blades. He did hurt Blades a couple times, but I just don't think he's that good. He has solid takedown defense, though, so who knows? He could stuff the takedowns. It could be another Torres Finney type of fight, but I just don't think Almeida is going to lose. I think he's going to come out of here, get the submission, get a statement win, because what everybody said in the last fight, especially because he did lose to Volkov, even though he won the fight. I think he's going to come out, have a little more urgency, and try to go for a finisher. Albazi or Horiguchi, I think he's going to use his distance. He has good striking, he has lots of experience, and he is going to dominate Albazi here, just because Albazi is a low-volume striker. He's a wrestler, though, so he is going to try to go for a takedown, but Horiguchi, he's going to keep his distance, avoid the takedown, and then just start piecing him up. He's going to, pump the jab here and there, hit him with a right hand occasionally. Overall, he's just going to keep using his distance, and then just piece up Albazi. I do think Albazi needs to be more active, though, because there's I don't trust any tape on this guy, because once he got his back injury, he just hasn't looked the same to how he was before. So I don't trust any tape except for his last fight, where he got beat up for about, I think it was 5 rounds. Bautista, Oliveira. This fight should be very good. It is a 5-round fight. I do think Oliveira is a good striker. He has good power, but I think Mario Bautista's very good technical striking here is going to be a little too much for Oliveira, only because Bautista doesn't slow down. He went toe-to-toe with Umar in the scrambles. He couldn't get out of Umar's grip at some points in the fight, but overall he did really good against Umar. But I just don't think Oliveira will win this fight. I think Bautista is just going to keep putting it on him for 5 rounds straight, because Mario just doesn't gas. But if you are to pick Oliveira, it has to be by KO, because Bautista has been knocked out before. He has been submitted before. I don't think Oliveira is going to get a sub. If anything, he needs the KO to get this win. He's very entertaining, so this fight should go the distance, but Oliveira, I do hope he gets that 10K bounty that Guru got on his head. Hopefully knocks out Bautista out cold, but it should be a pretty straightforward win for Mario Bautista. My confident bets, we got Kong Murra to go to the distance. We got Brazil Souza to go to the distance. He parlay that. Nice plus 200. Brazil fight to end by points. The under 1.5 rounds for Morono. And then the fight to go to distance, Jean and Farid. Jean Matsumoto moneyline at plus 230 is crazy value. Might as well sprinkle a little bit of money on there, because there's no way Farid will stay undefeated for very long. I do think he will lose at some point. I do think he will kind of get exposed. So might as well sprinkle a little bit on Matsu moneyline. My lock of this card is Jacoby and fight not to start round 3 for the Andre Barriou fight. I do have 4 long shots technically. I got Morono sub, because who knows, Daniil could get subbed here, and I do hope he does get subbed, because that's a good chunk of change right there. Priscilla round 1 KO or round 2 KO, both make me money. Bruna Brazil points, because that is the only way she will win that fight, and I do have her winning, so I don't see a KO or a sub happening in that fight unless it's for Souza, but Bruna Brazil points.